we just lost a little string. And I feel like we're getting a solid high on the booty scale. So not my favorite. Don't think I'd go for these shorts. These were kind of a workout to get on. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing a review of the Alphalete Throwback Collection. I don't know if I just made that name up or if that's the actual name, but we are throwing it back to the OG Revival leggings, which I have actually never tried, as well as the seamless shorts, and then I also got the tops. Apparently the OG Revivals are much thinner, much stretchier, maybe more of a summer legging, since I have the R6s, and those are definitely like a super thick plush fabric. Very warm though, so maybe not for summer. But the thing I've heard about the OG Revivals is that they maybe cause some camel and that they're not entirely squat proof, so I guess we'll see. So I will be comparing the OG Revivals to my R6s. I also got the seamless biker shorts, which I have mixed feelings on. I'm not sure how they're gonna look on me, how I'm gonna like them, but crossing my fingers. As always, this video is unsponsored. I purchased all of my own money. I am not affiliated with Alphalete in any way. They don't know that I'm doing this video. I spent like $200 on this, so. But I would like to say I checked their website this morning, and I would like to say props to Alphalete for still having stock in basically every single color. Every color of the Revivals is still available except for the Sonic Blue. So if you're not really into paying full price for these things, because they are $60 leggings, they often have sales and they usually still have stock of the leggings by the sales. So if you're not into paying full price, maybe wait for the sale. Okay, let's get to it. First, we have the OG Revival leggings, and I got them in the color Comet. I know that the Sonic Blue color sold out, but I feel like I don't have a lot of this like nice purple color. So from first glance, they definitely seem small. They did say to size up if you're in between sizes, but I'm pretty universally a small. They also say high compression, which is interesting because I feel like everyone talks about how they don't squish your butt down. So I guess we'll see how that is. Definitely feels like a similar fabric to the R6, but I definitely do think that they're a little bit thinner. They do have a front seam and a back seam, as well as a little gusset crotch. They have a double thickness waistband, and the fabric is this really nice like knit fabric. I have not had an issue with any of my Alphalete leggings pilling. The fabric is super soft, but it's not brushed, so you kind of avoid that pilling, and it's not like a magnet for lint like the Alphalux leggings were. I always like how they actually sew their logo into the fabric, so that is nice. And what kind of makes these like Revival leggings, they have this like panel detailing that kind of acts as like a booty contour. It goes under the butt, and then they have a few panels down the leg. So they have kind of a panel in the thigh region, and then it kind of skips over the like knee to upper calf, and then it goes to the bottom. You have another panel region. So these are my R6s, so they definitely feel a lot heavier and a lot stiffer than these. I'm usually more of a fan of kind of like thinner, stretchier leggings, so I feel like I will actually like these more. These feel more of like a thick knit texture, and the originals definitely feel like more of a soft, like more like, I don't know, supple, stretchy knit. This one is definitely more structured, and this one feels like it's gonna be more stretchy. Here are the fabrics. You can see they are still very similar. And definitely the panel detailing is very similar, if not the same. Now I will lay these down and do a little side by side. All right, so here is a quick comparison. These are the OG Revivals, and these are the R6s that I got last summer. The logos are definitely different. On the R6s, it's a much bigger logo. It's still sewn into the fabric, but the original Revival, it's a much smaller logo, kind of a more bold font. I think I actually prefer this one. So these are actually both size small. The R6s definitely look bigger. They're a little less stretchy than the OGs, so they both actually fit me. They're both a size small and they both fit me well, but the R6s definitely look a little bigger. Everything else looks pretty similar. They do still have the same booty seam. The panel detailing is very similar. It might be a little more prominent on the red color. That might just be due to the color though, and they are the same length. And here's the front. They again look very similar. I would say that the OGs look like the waistband is slightly more tapered, which I feel like the waistband is a little more compressive and more snug fitting on the OGs, which I do prefer. And then the rest is very similar, same paneling, same length and everything. So yeah, they look very similar. Just really like the fabric is a little bit thicker and more knit on these, and it's a little more soft and stretchy on the OGs. Excuse me if I'm a little bit out of breath. These were kind of a workout to get on, but I have to say I really do like them. The waistband has so much compression, and I just had a giant breakfast and I just feel like these are really hugging me in. So definitely high compression in the waist. They are fairly high-waisted. They're a solid centimeter or two above my belly button actually, but I like a nice high waist like this. I do feel like it's giving me kind of a little hourglass shape. while the waistband is a high compression, I think the leggings themselves are more of a medium. They said high compression on the website, but I think because of their thinness and stretchiness, I would say medium compression. I definitely like these more than the R6s. I'm actually pretty impressed. It did take me a good amount of work to pull these out of my legs just because they're meant to be like super tight and stretchy. But regardless of that, they actually formed to my butt very nicely. I really didn't even have to try to like pull these up my butt at all, and I feel like we're getting a solid high on the booty scale. My only thing is that this seam, I feel like comes up a little bit high. I don't know if you've seen a lot of the athletes that have been trying these on. The line actually goes all the way onto their butt, and I feel like that cuts off the line of your butt. Like, I want my booty contour to be right below my butt, so just be careful how much you're pulling these up. Mine are almost in the perfect space, they're just a little bit too high. I would expect less cellulite coverage than the R6s, but you still do have this panel detailing, so I think they do have a little bit of cellulite coverage. I have to say the gathering is not an issue on these. I don't really see much at all. Maybe it's just because the fabric is so stretchy, or maybe they did something with the sizing, but yeah, I'm not having any camel and I'm not having any gathering, so that is a solid plus for me because that's usually my issue with Alphalete. These are a full length on me, so I love to see that. Yeah, overall, I really like the color. I think these are super flattering leggings. I'm gonna do a little test here. Okay, this area does not feel tight. I know people have had issues with Alphalete tearing in the crotch region. I haven't heard of that issue with the OG Revivals, so I'll keep you updated, but I am a fan. And I would definitely say true to size. I really like how these fit me. I think the compression in the waist is really nice. And while they were a little bit hard to get on, now that they're on, they're not squishing me in any ways that I don't like. So true to size. But I do agree with their suggestion. If you're in between sizes, I would actually size up. Editing Kath here popping on because there were some discrepancies with the colors and some sizing issues that people had that I wanted to mention. So I've learned my lesson. I should order multiple colors for the review. Since I did get a darker color, I should have also gotten a lighter color for the squat test. Some people have noticed that their seam lengths from the crotch gusset to the waistband have been different on some of their pairs. I've seen like 3 people mention this so far, some of them on different colors. Someone had it with the Sonic Blue, someone had it with the Capri Sun. I did read a comment as well that said that they emailed Alphalete and sent theirs back, and they said that it was faulty, so they did send them a new pair. So if this does happen to you, I would just reach out to Alphalete and get them to send you a new pair because that shouldn't be happening. It is weird that that's happening, and I don't like that. I think that mine turned out okay. It's kind of hard to know unless you have 2 pairs side by side. In addition to that, I did want to talk about squat testing really quick. I squat test everything the exact same on my channel every time, like no matter what the brand is or anything. First of all, I always wear a seamless thong because that's what I would wear to the gym, so I don't think it's fair to test it with like a really dark underwear that I know is gonna show, or with a full underwear that's like covering my butt that you're gonna see more. So I do that, and as you will see with the orange shorts, you can still see them, but you can't see them on the Revivals. So I do think the Revivals are a little more squat proof than the shorts, or in this case, they're a lot more squat proof. I feel like the Comet color is very squat proof. So yeah, that's with all leggings. That's not just Alphalete. I'm not like defending them or anything. Like, I'm just saying that's how I squat test things. And in addition to that, I feel like it's unfair to squat test something if you're not pulling up the leggings like in the proper way. I'm gonna put my legging tips video right here, and I'll put it in the description below. I have a lot of tips on how to prevent camel toe, how to make your leggings more squat proof, but basically you're gonna wanna pull as much fabric up to your butt area as you can. So that might mean like pulling up your leggings like maybe a little bit higher than usual and just situating the fabric so you have as much fabric density around your like booty area as possible. That way when you squat, you have more fabric so the legging doesn't shear out as much. This is something I do with every single pair of my leggings, so including the Alphalete ones. I went over that more in depth in the legging tips video, so I would check it out. But yeah, so that's what I always do. So if you're having any issues with squat proofness, I would definitely try that. Some leggings are so sheer that it will literally never fix that. It's not a foolproof trick, but it does help a lot. That being said, I do think a lot of the OG Revivals are definitely more on the sheer side, especially the lighter colors. That's part of the reason why they made the updated R6 Revivals, because they made the fabric thicker for the people who are complaining about squat proofness. So if you want more squat proof leggings, I would go with the R6 and not the OGs. But I think the darker colors are definitely okay, and I think the lighter colors are probably okay if you maneuver the fabric a lot, but they will not be entirely squat proof. Okay. Thank you. Next, I got the seamless crop top. This is $38. I got one of each of these to match the bottoms that I got, but I'm not sure I love this like shape crop on me. I'm more of a sports bra tank top kind of person. The Alphalete logo on this one is actually not sewn into the fabric. It is just like kind of that heat seal logo, so not my favorite. It feels super thin, so shouldn't have an issue with it being like really hot. But the fabric I know is not 100% sweat proof, so you might get little pit stains. But I mean, if you're at the gym and you're sweating from your armpits, I don't think anyone's really gonna judge you. Not too many details on the front. There is a kind of ribbed band at the bottom, and the back has these kind of little ribbed details kind of towards the sleeve. Okay, so here's the crop top. It's super thin and lightweight, which I like, but I just don't think I'm really sold on this one particularly. I really wish they had made a sports bra instead. Hopefully, maybe eventually they'll come out with a sports bra so I can have a matching set, because I think I might return the top. I really don't like how they just had the print on logo. It's like if you're gonna do the nice sewn on logo on the leggings, which I love, I don't like that they're just gonna print on a logo that I feel like is gonna rip off. Like there are some nice quality print on logos. I just don't think this is the one. I know some of you don't care about logos at all, so I'm sorry for complaining about it so much, but I just think if I'm gonna spend this much money on a top, I would have liked it embroidered. I should be a size small in tops. If anything, I'm between a size small and a medium in tops, but it's actually loose in some places. So if you want it like skin tight, I would maybe size down, but if you're okay with a little bit of looseness, not being too tight, true to size is fine. It is definitely super cropped. I'm not having an issue with it rising up and showing my sports bra, but it's very close. Like my sports bra is like right there. So you're probably gonna get pit stains. It is what it is. And yeah, I think it's nice that these go together in the set. I just don't love cap sleeve like this too much, and I just really would have preferred a sports bra. It's not a bad top. My only real critique is the logo. It is nice that it's lightweight. Next I have these seamless biker shorts, and I got the color Dreamsicle. These are $52, so definitely high price range for shorts. They look really, really small. Again, I did get these in my normal size small, but I know that they're like super stretchy, so we will trust them. I feel like I'm already seeing a lot of sunlight coming through this color, so I wouldn't expect full opacity. I really only got these for the review because I don't think I'm really gonna love them, but I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys at least. These are a true seamless short. The Revival leggings, while they feel kind of like a seamless material, they're not actually seamless. The waistband is sewn on. They have a front and back seam, and these are truly seamless. There's no seams anywhere except for the gusset crotch. They do have a ribbed waistband, as you can see, and then it transitions into the super soft knit fabric. It has a slight marl to it. They do have the sewn in logo on the back yet again, and they have this kind of panel detailing on the side that is similar to the Halo leggings, but there's no booty contour on these. The Halo leggings did have that ribbed detail kind of come down and scoop under the butt. This is not doing that, so you're not gonna get any like booty enhancement here. This color would probably look better if I was tan, but we weren't gonna fake tan just for the video, all right? I get so anxious about my fake tan getting on my sheets and I can't sleep. So if you're trying to hide any underwear lines, underwear at all, any imperfections, don't think I'd go for these shorts. I already know they're gonna be very not... I can only speak to this color. This is a super bright color, but I think these are gonna be a no for me. So first of all, the waistband is actually super nice. Again, it's very high compression, really sucks me in, but I don't feel like it's giving me a muffin top. Again, it does go over the belly button, so it is a pretty high waist. So these are an 8-inch inseam, so they are very long, definitely biker short length. They don't go all the way down to the knees, but maybe they will if you're shorter. I am very tall. We are having a little bit of gathering here, definitely some single camel. That does happen a lot with seamless items, so I don't think it's any worse than other seamless items, but the fabric is very thin, so I definitely feel like it's just hugging everything. I'm wearing a beige seamless thong. It's kind of more of a darker beige, and when I look in the mirror, I feel like I can see it through this fabric. Yeah, like I can definitely see it like in this region right here. They do have the panel detailing down the leg. It's super subtle. I would say that these shorts are pretty basic, pretty plain. They are very, very stretchy, and they're super, super thin, so if you're just really into a super lightweight short, these aren't bad. They're definitely not squishing my butt down, but they don't have any contour. They don't have any seam up the butt, so I don't feel like they're doing any extra enhancement, so I would say like a medium, maybe medium to high on the booty scale. Probably no cellulite coverage. There's nothing to really camouflage it down here, and they're super, super thin. Again, probably not entirely sweat proof. Shouldn't collect a lot of lint. They are squeezing my leg a little bit at the bottom, but because it goes past like the mass of my thighs, like the thick area, it's not squeezing too much. So I wouldn't say it's giving me that like kind of like double thigh look, you know, where it comes in too much. So yeah, I don't think they're the most flattering on me. Maybe that's just biker shorts, but I don't think I'm gonna be keeping these. I just wanna say, I just looked in the mirror and bent over, and with even minimal bending over, I can totally see everything, so. And I already talked about the purple crop tops, so there's not much to say here, but yeah. So here is the top. We just lost a little string. Not much to say, we've already talked about this, but I just wanted to show it because I wondered if you could see the sports bra I'm wearing underneath. It is kind of like a purpley pink. This fabric is just super thin. I would wear a neutral colored bra underneath it, but yeah. Had to quickly show you Peach. She is just doing her business, you know, sitting by my laptop. At least she's not sitting on my computer. How's it going, Peach? So that is it for the review. I definitely recommend the Revivals. I really, really like them. I almost want to order them in another color. They compress in the right places and they're super flattering. The shorts, however, they might be good in some other colors. And overall, the shorts are definitely not as flattering as the Revivals. I think I would have preferred the Revivals in shorts form instead of these seamless style shorts. But if you really like seamless stuff, like no front seam, I don't know, like it might be good for you. And I feel like the tops are just okay for me. I would have loved to see them make it a sports bra instead. I haven't loved Alphalete sports bras in the past, but I just really want one to go with the leggings. I just feel like that'll be a cute set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm not affiliated with Alphalete. Some of you guys have asked me if I have a code for Alphalete. I don't. I don't know if they even know I exist. I'm not working with them, but I appreciate you guys always thinking about me and supporting me. If you did make it to the end of this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and let me know in the comments what I should review next, and I will see you next time. Bye!